we all go through something that I like to call the gray zone. And pretty much what the gray zone is a period of time where we are putting in a lot of effort towards our goals, yet we kind of hit a wall towards those goals. We experience some drawback, some friction. And this is the place where most people actually quit. And I'm just going to want to come on here and talk a little bit about it because I'm currently going through the gray zone. I'm currently going through this experience. And I've built 5 different levels, kind of like a pillar of levels towards success. And the first one I would like to start with is the beginner stage. And this is a time where we are super excited to start something new. Whether you're starting drop shipping, whether you're starting trading. When I first started trading, that first night that I figured out about trading, I found it on TikTok, and instantly I was pretty lucky to find ICT, but in his strategies. But I found a Discord, and that led me to TGR. So that first night, let me pull it up. I literally found TGR, and I was just so excited to just start. And it's kind of like that beginning motivation to start. And I literally studied, I think, maybe like 2 or 3 hours that night, and I've never studied that much in my entire life. Right? Fuck, man, I can't find it. I'm tripping. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Yeah, it's like all this. You can see it. All that. That was all TGR. But pretty much what I'm saying is that when you first start something, you're super excited. I was super stoked to start learning how to trade that night because I thought I was gonna get rich quick. And as you can see, literally studied like 2 or 3 hours that night and just wrote down all the notes, watched multiple videos, and I was just super excited to start. And that doesn't really last that long. And then this leads to the second stage, which is what I like to call the taste of success. And this is where we get addicted, right? And it's not a bad addiction. It's a very good addiction, and it's a good habit to have. To experience some form of success. And for me, it was winning a few trades. Not randomly, I was actually using some of the strategies that I found and some of the strategies that I was actually learning through these videos, and I actually implemented it into my trading, and it actually worked out, and I actually won these trades. And this is what got me addicted. This is what really hooked me into trading. And because it's that dopamine hit. You want to feel that again, of success. You want to okay, I knew exactly where the market was going to go. Even if you really don't know that much, retrospect, you still feel good about it, right? And then this leads a couple months later for me to the actual grind where you are nonstop working. And this is pretty much, I would like to say, the first after probably the February all the way through right now was where I was just constantly just grinding. Through the summer, I would really put in 7 to 8 hours a day, just constantly working, constantly trying to find these different strategies, and just constantly just working towards understanding the market more and more. And this is the best time to, in my opinion, this was the best stage. I enjoyed this stage a lot. It did kind of suck sitting aside all day, but I mean this is what it really takes. I kind of enjoyed just nonstop working towards my goals. I mean, it felt amazing. But I would literally be inside 7 to 8 hours a day, and I would be learning a lot, right? So I would be learning a lot, and even though I wasn't really making physical results, like actual money, mentally, I was learning a lot, and I was learning a new PD array every single day. I was learning how to look at price differently every single day, different things like that. And this eventually leads to the gray zone, which is where everything's going good. You're learning a lot, you're in that grind, and then you end up hitting that wall, that figurative wall. You end up hitting that wall that stops you dead in its tracks, and you don't know what to really do, right? And for me, this was me being $300 away from passing my first funded account that I've ever even tried to challenge or try to take, and $300 away from passing the account. And then I switched one little thing in my trading, one thing in my model, and it threw everything off. And that's when I hit that wall, and everything just began to fall off completely. And I lost all confidence in myself in my trading, and I lost my model pretty much because I started to overthink everything. I started to overthink if my model even works. and this just threw me down a spiral, and I'm working myself out of it right now, and I'm very close, to that breakthrough, which is the next point I'll be talking about. But you need to learn that the majority of people that hit that wall, the majority of people, they quit. That 99%, they quit because they face that big challenge. And the 1%, what do? They don't quit. They continue to push through and push through blindly, not knowing where they're going. Right? They continue to push through, and eventually, what do? They make that breakout. They find that breakthrough, and they make it out and find profitability, which is where I'm working towards right now. But it's up to you if you are willing, if you want it that bad, if you are going to stay in the gray zone forever, leave the gray zone and quit, or you're going to work yourself all the way through it, right? And that's where a lot of people get stuck, or they just quit. And right now, I'm going to make it out of the gray zone. It's just going to take time, and I realize that because I've been struggling pretty much break even for the past I'd say 3 months. So like halfway through the summer, that's when I started like really struggling. It's about 2 or 3 months. But yeah, then that leads to the next and the last level, which is the breakthrough. And this is the area that we all want to get to. But it's pretty much where you break out of that break even stage. You break out of that dull stage where you feel like you're not making any progress. What I've learned from other people is that when you're going through this area of feeling like you're making no progression, but you're constantly working towards it, you feel like you're not making any progression, but you really are. You're making more progression than you ever have, because what you're doing is you're testing yourself, right? You feel like you're not making any results. You're not doing anything. That's what it really feels like right now. It feels like I'm not really doing anything. Like it feels like I'm straight up wasting my time. But this is where you learn so much. Number one, you learn a lot about trading itself and whatever your venture is, whatever your goals are. But you learn a lot about yourself. And this tells you, bro, I've been going through this shit, this area of just no progression. It feels like I'm making no progression for the past few months, and I'm still doing it. And that tells me that I'm willing to do this shit. Like I do not care. So I'll eventually make it to that breakthrough stage. I will, because I know that if I just continuously work and I continuously learn and try to learn, I will eventually make it through, right, to profitability. And I'm not saying that's the end all be all, but that is my current goal right now, is to become profitable and begin actually making some money, and from the thing that I've been grinding for the past 10 months. When it gets difficult, that's when you know that you are close. I've heard this quote recently, and it's completely changed my outlook, my thoughts, and the way I think about the struggles that I'm going through right now. And really just backing up and thinking that other people have experienced this, and these are what other people are saying about it. So like, if they have went through it and now they're successful, they've made it through that breakthrough, why can't I do the same, right? Why can't I have the same outcome? Why can't I make it through that gray stage and make it through that breakthrough and finally become successful? But yeah, I just want to leave it on that last note that really, when it gets difficult, that's when you know that you are close and that you're gonna be there soon, bro, right? And as long as you just keep on working and figuring things out and just believing in yourself, bro. Believing in yourself is so important. If you just continuously believe in yourself, for me, pray to God, and just keep your body and mind healthy, bro. You will make it, man. I promise you that you will make it. But yes, I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. If y'all found anything in this helpful, drop a like. And yeah, I got a Kaizen Discord in the description as well. If any of y'all would like to join up in there, we got a bunch of new traders as well as experienced traders. And we're just in there trying to teach psychology and some actual trading strategies as well. If any of y'all would like to join up, that'll be in the link description. And yeah, hope y'all have a blessed day. Peace out.